That panoramic screen doesn't just run across the dash, it is the dash. And Lincoln just redefined what an American luxury SUV is allowed to be. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the Navigator Black Label exists at this price and why European luxury brands are paying attention. There's one interior decision no American luxury SUV has made at factory scale. I'll get to it. Is the premium justified? My answer depends on how you define luxury ownership. We're covering the tech platform, the cabin, and the powertrain. And this brief didn't start inside Ford. Here's what stops me cold, and it's not the diamond-quilted leather. It's that panoramic display. A full-width screen spanning the entire dashboard, instrument cluster, navigation, media, and ambient data in one continuous band is an architecture decision, not a feature. It requires a unified display controller managing multiple data streams across a single rendered surface. Mercedes-Benz attempted this with the EQS Hyperscreen. Lincoln is bringing it to a body-on-frame American SUV. That's significant. In my opinion, this is the most consequential interior decision any American luxury brand has made this decade, because it forces every control element to subordinate to one visual plane, and that rewrites the ergonomic philosophy of the entire cabin. Speculative tech number 1, an AI-driven ambient intelligence layer reading time of day, weather data, and driver biometrics through steering wheel sensors, automatically shifting display layout, lighting temperature, and audio profile. The engineering case, instead of the driver managing the environment manually, the vehicle manages it predictively. That's the kind of system that earns a premium. Now let's talk about what's underneath that screen. Step inside the second row, and the contradiction resolves completely. Full-width captain's chairs in pearl white diamond-quilted leather, perforated across the entire insert face, with fold-out armrests and a dedicated center console between them. This isn't a family hauler configuration, this is a people mover brief. The quilting pattern deserves specific attention. Large format diamond stitching over a perforated leather base serves two purposes. The pattern distributes lateral load across a wider seating surface, reducing pressure concentration on long hauls. The perforation enables the ventilated seat system to work through the decorative layer rather than around it. For anyone who's dealt with leather seats that look expensive but feel like a sauna on a summer drive, this is the engineering answer. The steering wheel carries the two-tone treatment through. Dark leather outer rim, lighter inner section with integrated controls that maintain hands-on contact without reaching for the screen. The haptic rotary on the center console replaces traditional toggles entirely. Speculative tech number 2, a pressure-sensitive haptic console reading pressure grip and finger positions simultaneously, distinguishing intentional commands from accidental contact. This eliminates the false activation problem that plagues touch-only luxury interfaces. Mercedes, BMW, and Audi all struggle with this on highway vibration. A force-sensing solution solves it at hardware level. Where I think they missed the mark? The gear selector band on the center console looks deliberately understated, almost to a fault. At this price bracket, that element should feel more tactile and ceremonial. The cabin makes a compelling case, but there's a piece of this story the interior doesn't fully tell, and it's the one that explains the whole vehicle. Here's the backstory piece that matters. The Black Label brief reportedly didn't originate inside Ford's luxury division. It came from a hospitality group that wanted a vehicle capable of replacing a first-class airport lounge. That requirement changed everything. Start at the front. That grille is full diamond mesh pattern, not open slots, not horizontal bars. A closed mesh structure at this scale distributes intake pressure more evenly across the opening, reducing turbulence entering the engine bay at highway speeds. The full-width LED light bar between the headlights is not decorative. It serves as a visual width indicator at range, which matters for a vehicle 222 inches long and 80 inches wide. The side profile is clean, no fender flares, no aero addenda. The Navigator X runs long wheelbase only, 131.2-inch wheelbase, Overall length approaching 222 inches. Ground clearance approximately 9 inches. The 22-inch multi-spoke wheels in dual-tone finish are fitted to street-section tires. This is not an off-road vehicle, and Lincoln doesn't pretend it is. The rear carries a full-width LED taillight bar with Lincoln spelled out in illuminated lettering. It reads clearly at 200 feet in a parking structure. That's a recognition signature worth owning. But proportions mean nothing without the right powertrain. Platform baseline, the high-output twin-turbocharged 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6, producing 440 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque through a 10-speed automatic. In a vehicle curbing around 5,700 pounds, that torque figure is the relevant number, available from 2,500 RPM, making freeway on-ramp response immediate and effortless. Speculative tech number 3, predictive load compensation. The transmission reading passenger count via GPS grade data ahead, pre-selecting gear ratios before a climb begins. Against a Cadillac Escalade at 420 horsepower, for anyone who's driven one loaded to capacity on a mountain highway, the Navigator's torque advantage with predictive gear management delivers a noticeably more composed, unhurried experience. All of that brings us to the number on the window sticker. Now, here's what I actually think, and I want to be completely straightforward. The hospitality brief isn't a marketing story. It's why the panoramic screen prioritizes ambient experience over driver data density. Because the original client was the passenger, not the driver. Pricing. Expect a window sticker between $102,000 and $118,000 depending on configuration. A fully loaded Cadillac Escalade Platinum runs approximately $105,000. Similar money, comparable size, but nothing approaching this panoramic display architecture or the captain's chair seating specification. A Mercedes-Benz GLS 580 lands around $115,000 with a genuinely impressive interior and more dynamic road behavior, but it seats 7 in a traditional layout without the lounge-grade passenger experience the Black Label delivers. On depreciation. Navigator Black Label residuals have historically tracked well due to limited production volume relative to Escalade. At a 5-year hold, the differentiation value holds. Insurance will classify this as a premium luxury SUV. Factor that in before you sign. Here's the call. If you carry clients, family, or anyone who matters to how you're professionally perceived, and you want an interior that makes that statement without the European badge premium, this is the strongest American option in the segment right now. The panoramic platform, the seating specification, and the powertrain package all earn the price together. If your priority is dynamic chassis refinement above all else, the GLS 580 is the more precise instrument. The Navigator earns its sticker through presence, not performance. At the open, I said that panoramic screen is the dash. Having walked the full brief, it's also the experience this vehicle was designed to deliver, for passengers first, for drivers second. I genuinely like your perspective, especially if you've owned a Navigator, an Escalade, or a GLS. Drop your thoughts below. Navigator Black Label versus the Escalade Platinum, that's the next one. If this kind of no-nonsense analysis is what you're here for, subscribe. See you then.